My name is Aubrey, and I'm studying elementary education. And here at EWSP, we're very fortunate to have a lot of programs and different clubs that are really designed to help educators. And because I want to be a really good educator when I graduate, I go to a lot of these different clubs and I take notes and I try to just learn as much as I can. And there's one message that I found is constantly taught to us at these events. And it's this idea that when we become educators, we need to, at the end of the day, leave our work at school and leave our family at home. And it's so important, they say, that we need to have this social life that's separate from school. And so when I first began working in classrooms, this is the mindset that I had. And I remember distinctly working with one student, and we were working on reading comprehension, which is generally a difficult subject for students to understand. And no matter how I taught the material to this child, I did different movies and clips and poems and little jingles, and she just wanted to tell me stories. And I thought, okay, this child is not understanding and they're not clicking. And it was frustrating for me because I thought, how can I be a good teacher if I can't even teach to this one student? So I went home that night and I talked to my mom, who teaches elementary education, and I asked her for some advice. I said, I don't know how to help this child. What am I supposed to do? They just want to tell me stories and they don't care about the material. And my mom told me, if the student is just wanting to talk to you, just listen. And this is, at first I thought, okay, easier said than done, but I thought, well, I've tried everything else, I'm going to just try it. So the next day when I was sitting down with the student and they started talking, I listened. And this was the first time in my academic career that I really had a breakthrough with a student. And I was just asking her questions, and I just saw this child's face light up, and she was so excited to talk to me. And my mom was right. I didn't know if this child was even being listened to at home, and so if I could be that one person that was listening to this child, that's far greater than any lesson that one may find in a textbook. So I thought, okay, this is great. If I bring this aspect of my family into work, what else can I learn from my family? So I think about my dad and how whenever I'm sad or feeling just down, he is always the first one to make me smile. And he tells so many great jokes and stories. I think that I could bring a part of my dad into my work too. There are so many hurting students in our school systems, and just hurting people in general, that if I can be this little bit of sunshine for someone and just try to make somebody's day whenever I go out, that's so important. So when I become a teacher, that's something that I want to make sure that I bring with me to my job. So I know, okay, I know how to help these people that maybe aren't listened to. And I know how to help these students that maybe are feeling sad or that they don't have somebody who is, making them feel better. But what about these students who maybe aren't getting the help that they need, or that are constantly feeling as though they are not being successful? And I think about my sister. She is always the first one to support me and ask me, how am I doing? How did that test go? And she's with me to pick me up if I say it went really bad, but she's also there to cheer me on and just be the biggest cheerleader for me if it went really well. So when I'm working with these students that maybe don't get the help from their parents, or when I'm at the grocery store and I see somebody who's struggling financially, I can bring that part of my sister and bring it and use it in my own life and be someone's biggest cheerleader and help them climb that ladder to success and be there with their failures. This idea that we need to leave our family at home and our work at school, I'm not sure I agree with it. For me personally, my family is so much a part of who I am, and I try to just take all these ideas that they show me of being a listener and empathetic and supportive and just this ray of sunshine for people. I don't know how I could be successful in working with other people in my career if it weren't for my family. There's so many needy individuals in our world, and I can't take them all home with me, but I can bring the ideas that my family taught me to them, and that's how I plan to lead my life in my my social life and in my academic and professional career. Thank you.